Husqvarna 257 I was doing a basic check over on. Found several different things going on. The tip's loose on the spark plug. This is what the plug should look like. That way the top part won't thread loose from the spark plug itself and cause a bad connection. As you've seen in the other video clip, that the intake manifold block is leaking between the head and where this goes on. I noticed when I pulled the carburetor apart, the diaphragms are really stiff, and the meter and lever height on the carburetor is way too high. As you can tell, that lip right there on that is way too high, and what that's doing is that's allowing more fuel into the engine. You should be able to lay a straight edge across the top of the carburetor with the base gasket off and make sure that your lever is set at the right height. That is way too high. Somebody had apparently, from what I'm seeing, had been trying to cover up an air leak. As you can tell, those screws are adjusted way rich. The idle screw is maxed out. I noticed the choke lever was broke. The ends broke off of it where it hooks in to the choke lever on the carburetor. I'll go ahead and I've got the intake blocked off straight to the cylinder head. I'm going to double check and make sure it holds vacuum and pressure. I've got my pressure tester set to the vacuum setting. Let's go ahead and pull a vacuum and see if it will hold. It's holding steady on vacuum. Let's try pressure. About 7 pounds of vacuum, or pressure I mean. Alright, so it looks like the crank seals and cylinder base gasket and everything checked good. So the main issue was the plastic intake block and the spark plug. Go ahead and rebuild that carburetor, reset the meter and lever in it, replace the choke lever. I noticed when I took this all apart, the fuel line was outside out here. The fuel line routes up under this trigger base. It's got a groove cut in it for the fuel line to route under it. I'll go ahead and replace that fuel line. I don't trust this yellow fuel line. I'll put a piece of the steel black fuel line in it and reseal it that way. Should get it fixed up.